Thank you very much. It's such a pleasure to be here, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak today to inspire not only women, but my young men and everybody in the room. First of all, women, I have a question for you. This is not just me speaking. I have a question for you, and it's a very, very important question. Who are you? Who are you? Many of you might say, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I am everything. Spiritually, who are you? Say it loud. You have a microphone. Turn it on. And we have to hear. Everybody have to hear.
We are African women.
Okay. I said spiritually. Who are you? We can look at you and we can see that you are an African woman. I need to know from deep inside, who are you? Because if you don't know who you are, where are you going? You have to know who you are first, where you came from. How did you get to this dimension? How did you get to this world? Anybody can answer that question.
Okay.
Go ahead.
In my personal opinion, spiritually, a woman is an endowed, specially created by God, human to nurture. I see womanhood, or rather, I see a woman to be a co-creator with God.
Thank you very much. The answer is one answer, but it's more than that. Would everybody agree with me? It's so deep that from the time that you were born, you were told to play with dolls. Why is that? They're preparing you mentally to take care of your children. How many times, and this is another question I'm going to ask you, very important. Has anyone tell you, women, to love yourselves? Raise your hands. Love you, to love you. Who told you to love you?
My mother.
Your mother.
My mom.
In Ethiopia, my Ethiopian sisters, how many times your mother told you to love you? Raise your hands.
0 times.
Okay. I need my Ethiopian sisters to raise their hands, please, that their mother told them, love yourself. Raise your hands. But the women from the African diaspora all raised their hands. Why do you think that is? You see, we have to dissect why we don't know who we are. Dr. Barrow is coming from the diaspora. I was not told to love me. That's why I was lost. But I found myself. How? I seek God. Totally. I tried to find out who I am. And once I discovered who I am, that's why I am here in Ethiopia, in Nigeria, in Ghana, all throughout the world, telling my babies who they are. That's key. Because if you don't know who you are, you're going where? Nowhere. Beautiful women. I got to stand up if you guys don't mind. Because I have to see you. Beautiful women are here, and they don't know who they are. And it's going from one generation to the next. So I want to teach you to teach your children. Embrace yourself. Love yourself. Look in that mirror when you get out of this room and go to the bathroom. I'm not joking. And look and say, I love me. I love me. Because once you love yourself, you're going to love me. Because I love you. And I will do everything for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? You cannot have the spirits of resilience if you don't know yourself. You cannot fight for your nation if you don't know yourself. That goes for the men. All of you that spoke, love yourself. Because the knowledge you have, you can't teach me because you don't love yourself. You're speaking today, but how far are you going to go? That's the question. I go very far to make sure women know who they are. What about success? How do you define your success? Anybody can answer that? I just need one person to answer that question.
I define success by having the ability to do what I need to do when I need to do it. Also, that's my definition for abundance.
Okay, this is my answer. My answer is this. I am not going to follow no man and have them define success for me. Eh? Are you guys here? I don't hear you. You have to define your success. Success is not $1 million home. It's not a Bentley. It is not all those pricey things. It is the gifts that God gave you. And you can monetize it. You have to use the tools that God gave you before birth. Are you following me? Talents, they spoke about it. Use it. What we are doing, we're watching the world. Africans, they go to the US. They think that's a dream. That's a nightmare. Because once you get there, it's another story. The youth, you're talking about AI. Use it in your country. You don't have to leave Ethiopia. If you do, go learn, come back and build and create with the gifts God gave you. Enough of us leaving Africa. Go to the US and all the world, all throughout the world, to get the knowledge, but not to stay. Not to stay. You have to come back to your nation and build it. You know why? God gave you two great gifts, to build and to create. That's what you have inside. You are powerful women. You are not just women and say, like she said, my beautiful daughter, I'm an African woman. I can see you are an African woman. But I need more of you from here. Do you understand? I want you to go and teach the children. When you have children, don't wait until they go to college to educate them. Start now. Start from when they can just, from birth, start talking to them. They can understand you. If you keep telling somebody the same thing over and over, don't you think they're going to practice it? You are special, but the world tells us we're not. Eh? Go clean. Cook for me. Wash my clothes. That's our expertise from birth. I'm a woman. Look at where I am. I'm around the world teaching kings and queens and men and women. Hey. And I'm proud of it. And we all women in this room, just remember this, and I'm going to go into closing because I snuck in here to talk. Bill, you love yourself first How are you going to love your child if you don't love you? How are you going to love anything you do if you don't love you? Thank you.
I think we could listen to you the whole day if you spoke. But time is not on our side. That's why
I know.
we have to cut it short.
I know that. I have to leave because I have to speak in the other room.
Thank you for.
But I thank you and I love all of you. Thank you very much.
So on behalf of all the ladies here and few minorities of us, thank you very much.
Thank you.